Good morning, sir. Thank you for your patience. You got some tickets. We're going to discuss them. Some are under ordinance or Constantine, and some are under state law. No insurance is punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Excuse me, fine of up to $500, not less than $200. You're charged with operating without insurance, operating without a valid license, and improper plate. They also show a civil infraction from the same date. Looks like they got that in here twice. You can't get convicted twice of the same thing. The 1-year misdemeanor insurance charge cannot be charged as an ordinance. It has to be under state law. The other charges are under Constantine ordinance. My advice is that we set this for pretrial with the county prosecutor and the Constantine prosecutor. See if we can come to some resolution. Do you have insurance on the car now?
No, sir. That car is going to the scrap yard, actually.
It got impounded?
No.
All right.
He let us take the car home.
All right. Your driving record shows you haven't had a license in some time. You had one. You got a bunch of unpaid tickets. Have you done anything to try to get your license back?
Your Honor, Indiana has my license so messed up. Every time I go to try to do it, they just lead me in a circle and I'm back to the beginning.
Yeah, and you can't get your Michigan license straightened out until you get your suspension lifted from Indiana. So you're in a catch-22. All the more reason why I think you could use a lawyer to help you with this. Do you have any objection to that? Plead not guilty and I get a lawyer to help you?
No, sir, I ain't got no objections.
What's that? All right, I'll show a plea of not guilty.
Scrap the car. So you can get that to the prosecutor to show you got your car.
Okay.
How'd you get here this morning?
A friend of mine dropped me off.
Who's that?
Lindsay Evans.
All right, let's make sure you didn't drive here. All right, I'll set a pretrial for both Constantine and county prosecutor. And this I heard Ms. Jackson tell you, if you did scrap the car, I want you to bring in proof that you scrapped the car.
I was checking, sir.
And if you're gonna scrap it, I don't think there's any need to get a proper plate. The problem is your no valid operator's license charge. You've got some old tickets that you didn't pay. Again, in the old days, and I end up saying this a lot because I'm old, but they used to suspend your license, which I fully agreed with. If you get a ticket and you don't pay it, I'm in support of them suspending your license. If you get a ticket and you don't show up, they used to suspend your license. Under the wisdom of the Michigan legislature, they no longer do that. So there really isn't as much sanction if you don't pay your ticket. So you've got an unpaid ticket here in Centerville from 2019, and you have another ticket from 2000. 18 where you didn't show up and you got defaulted. So although I think they cleared all that stuff off your license. So I don't think you're gonna need to clear that. Your problem is you live in Michigan.
Yeah.
And you can't get a Michigan license until you get your Indiana suspensions dealt with. And I can't help you a whit in Indiana. So you can't drive. And if you drove here this morning, we're gonna have some discussion about it. I don't have an answer for you. I wish I did, but I'm gonna get an attorney.
I was hoping you did too.
Well, I wish I did. I used to say, I wish I had a magic wand that I could, you've already got a break by some of this stuff just disappearing. But you're on the driving suspended merry-go-round that I often talk about. I'm gonna set this for an attorney pretrial. Melissa, we're doing attorney pretrials on the last Friday of May, which will be the 31st, rather than the first Friday of June.
Right, I recall that.
For May 31.
Put it on my calendar.
Okay. You don't have any vacation time left. You have to stay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I took 4 days vacation, but then on the way back, I got sick. So
Oh.
then I had to take a sick day.
Where'd you go?
I just took my girls down to Panama City for
Good
a
for
few
you.
days.
Yeah,
Yes.
according to the cameras, he did drive here.
Okay, why don't you have a seat, Mr. Scott? We're gonna decide whether you're gonna go to jail this morning for lying to my face. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat.
So, Mr. Stassi, was that it?
I wish people quit doing that.
Is out of necessity.
Yeah, it's out of necessity that I'm gonna send you over to the jail for a while. We'll see what you think about that. What?
I don't want to miss my court date.
Well, I'll just leave you in jail until your court date. How's that work? We're gonna talk about this in just a bit. Kane Tom. All right, so I'm not very happy about this. You're not working, you're still driving a car. You told me this car was going to the scrap yard.
Yeah, the only reason we were in that car was the starter went out on the truck.
All right, well, I don't want you to say much about it. I got a lawyer for you, but I'm not happy that you stood here and looked me in the eye and lied to me.
I'm
It
sorry.
hurts my feelings, and I could tell when you told me that you were lying to me.
Yeah, I'm not a very good liar.
Yeah, so I don't know whether to believe you about any of the other stuff either. That's one of the problems with being a liar. She's already going to the jail with the other guy. He could just take you along for the ride. This goes way back. 2004, driving without a valid license. It was 2008, not 2004, 5. Another driving without a valid license in 2018. You didn't pay that one either. 2019, you didn't pay a booking fee. I have this. Plus some other stuff that you didn't pay. All right. We will set that pretrial for May 31st. Did I give you a notice regarding that?
No, sir.
I understand the pressure people feel about missing a court appearance. But driving here on a driving suspended charge isn't very good. Find you're in contempt of court for lying to me. Let me give you 1 day in jail credit, 0. You'll get out tomorrow. Go to jail.
Can I let somebody know to come get their
Yeah. sure.
vehicle? My phone's out there.
Yep.
And he's all locked up.
We'll take care of that before you go. So, you have a long history of not paying your fines.
Like I said, I was hoping to come here and find a way off that merry-go-round that you're
Well,
talking
maybe
about.
we can do that, but the way to do it isn't to drive here. If you want the prosecutor to give you some consideration and then lie to me about it, that's not helpful. So,
Uh-oh,
lesson learned.
sir, I want to not get my interview at international papers tomorrow.
Yeah, what time is it?
I set it for 9 o'clock.
Well, that's your fault. You're gonna get booked out here in the morning about 5 AM, so 9 o'clock?
Yeah,
When will it get booked out?
He'll get booked out. If it's only one day, he'll be booked out at 9:30 because he's going into custody at 9:30.
I swear, Your Honor, I'm done.
Don't argue with me about it.
I'm
I
not,
felt
I'm
like
not
I was
trying to
gonna,
argue.
how about 90 days in jail? Then you can set the thing out farther when you want to. This is your own fault. This
I
goes
understand.
under the category of the only person who's responsible for this is you.
I was just
I'll
really
put
hoping to.
release defendant at 5 AM. All right, you go with the court officer.
So can I go and let somebody know?
Yeah, we'll take care of that. She'll help you with that. And we'll get you the court appointed paperwork before you go to court or to jail.
Wanna head that way?
What started as a routine traffic hearing turned into a masterclass in courtroom accountability and a hard lesson one man will not soon forget. Mr. Scott came before the court facing a stack of charges, operating without insurance, driving without a valid license, and an improper plate. The judge walked him through each charge carefully, even flagging a double charging error and advising him to enter a not guilty plea while legal counsel was arranged. A pre-trial date was set. Everything was moving in his favor. Then came the moment everything changed. When asked directly how he got to court that morning, Mr. Scott said a friend dropped him off. Simple answer. Clean answer. Wrong answer, because the cameras caught him driving himself. The judge, who had gone out of his way to help this man navigate a complicated licensing catch-22 between Michigan and Indiana, didn't just move on. He called it out, sat Mr. Scott down, and made a decision: 1 day in jail for contempt of court. Not for the tickets. Not for the suspended license. For lying, straight to the judge's face. What makes this case stick with you isn't the jail time. It's the pattern. Unpaid tickets stretching back to 2008. A driving record that reads like a revolving door. And a man who showed up to court hoping for a miracle, then burned the one ally in his corner. The judge said it plainly. The only person responsible for this is you. And sometimes, that's the most important verdict a courtroom can deliver. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns, because justice never gets old.